From my understanding, I mean, that is the whatever protection is going to be sent to Venezuela is to protect United States assets, mainly oil assets in Venezuela. And I'm not so sure about the rest of actually running the country, or what that means. Or maybe you have an interim government that we're sure is going to do the things that we want. And I think the things that we want is we want to get to a free and fair elections as quickly as possible, so that Venezuela can finally say that they have a democratically elected president and vice president. Well, I mean, it's okay because that leader happened to be under indictment here in the United States, so similar to what happened to Noriega. He was under indictment too. And the same thing that happened to bin Laden. He was under indictment too. And so we've done these kind of operations for a long time. And so Maduro was under indictment. He has been classified as the leader of a terrorist, narco-terrorist organization that has killed Americans and poses a threat to the United States of America and is engaging in illegal activities. He is the illegitimate leader of a cartel that poses a threat to the United States. And so there's plenty of precedent for this. And like I just told you, Noriega and bin Laden come to mind right away. It's all, look, it's America first because Venezuela is not a friend of the United States. Venezuela harbors our greatest geopolitical enemies, China, Russia, Iran, North Korea. They've established, a foothold in Venezuela, and he makes it no secret that he's aligned with them. And so, yeah, they pose a threat to the United States. Venezuela, with that government, poses a threat to the United States. But that particular government, number one, is illegitimate. There is a legitimate government waiting to take over power, which he denied them, over a year ago. And so, yeah, this is America first. We need to look out to our own neighborhood, to our own hemisphere, and make sure that democracy and freedom, reigns here in our backyard, because that also is good for America's interest and is also protecting America. So I see absolutely no problem in saying that that's America first. He is protecting Americans. Remember, this regime was responsible for the deaths of thousands of Americans. And so the number one job of any administration, of any government, is the protection of its citizens. And frankly, we have been really, really negligent in protecting American citizens for the past 5 or 6 years, as 5, 6, 700,000 Americans have died of drug overdoses, and this cartel was involved in that trade. And so, this individual was the head of the cartel that sold it. So I have absolutely no problem with President Trump going in and arresting Nicolas Maduro and his wife, who are both under indictment here in the United States. But there's also, Venezuela has billions of dollars in resources, one of them being oil. They have the largest oil reserves on the planet. And so, we have American companies that are involved in Venezuela that will now have access to those resources. And so that's a pretty good investment as far as I'm concerned. As far as running the country, I think we need to stabilize the country and give democracy a chance. And so you don't want chaos in Venezuela. And so I think we need to take the steps necessary, hopefully with the least amount of intervention possible, but to give democracy a chance and let a democratically elected government take over Venezuela. Venezuela was a democracy for a long time until Maduro took over. Even Chavez was elected democratically, but he used democracy against democracy in order to remain in power. That's not really the intent of democracy. We need to get a democratic government installed back in Venezuela, and I'm sure that government's going to be a heck of a lot friendlier to the United States than the Chavez-Maduro regime has been.